Excellent. Welcome, everybody. I'm very excited to be here. We're going to be doing some Tabata today. That's just kind of some high-intensity training where we go up, get our heart rate up for 20 seconds, and then relax. Might go about 20, 30 seconds, then rest for about 10 to 20 seconds, depending on the exercise. We're going to start with a little warm-up, so just start with just twisting. It's good to just stretch the body out dynamically. So there's two ways to stretch, remember. You can hold the stretches. That's more of a static stretch. And this is a dynamic stretch. We're kind of stretching the back out while we're moving. Up and over with the elbows. So you don't have to move fast right now. Try to get range of motion, moving further. Good, let's do a little toe touch, reaching up, just kind of stretching the arm. Get the hips stretched out. Good, toe touch back. Rotate the body. So you can do any of these Tabata exercises that we're going to do, or HIIT training exercises, seated or standing. You can make up your own version too. You don't have to be standing to do these. All right, good. Let's rotate the hips around. We'll do some stretches in between the exercises too. Other direction. Excellent. So this first one, actually, we're going to start seated this first time that we do it, and we'll do it standing the next time. All right? So pretend like you're riding a bicycle. All right? Now, as you do this, you could even lean back a little bit and work the core. That's why we're doing it seated, so that you can actually get some core work in, too. So just like that, ride that bicycle up and down as fast as you can go. There we go. Gotta get your hands on the steering wheel. Almost there. Give it about 10 more seconds. Remember, you can lean back a little more. Almost there. A little faster. 2 seconds. And relax. Excellent. Let's go ahead and just stretch the back of the legs out a little bit there. Nice static stretch. So I'm just putting one foot out, pull the toes back. Lean forward. Keep stretching there. My notes up there. Good. Let's try the other side. About 5 to 10 seconds each side. All right, let's go ahead and stand up. We're just going to do some knee circles first. This is still kind of more or less just getting warmed up. You're going to go up and around, about 15 seconds this leg, and then we'll do 15 seconds the other leg. You can make the leg longer, work in balance here too, or hold on. Almost there, 5 seconds. You can keep it shorter like this, the knee in, if it's too much for you. Working that hip. Excellent. Let's try the other side. Just having the chair there for support if you need it. Up and around. Extend out if you want more. Just gradually building the exercises up here, getting the heart rate up more and more. Excellent. All right, let's go side to side. Just stretching the hips out. Excellent. All right, next one's going to be a step back lunge. So what you're going to do is you're going to step back and you're going to do a row, almost like you're grabbing something here and stepping back and pulling. And I want you to go ahead and have your elbows up high. So it's a high row, step back, row, and then feet together, step back with the other foot. All right, that's the exercise. Let's go ahead and begin. So try to do it as fast as you can with control. You can always be holding on and doing your own version. Seated, you could just raise the knee and pull the elbows back. Just a different option. Show you from the side, 10 more seconds. Notice I go straight up and down. Five seconds. Excellent. Good thing is you get a little rest here. We're just going to go forward and back, nice and gently. In the chair, you can even tilt the pelvis forward and back. Just relax. Always a good time to get a drink too on any of these rests here. All right. So the next one's going to be a side crunch. Just another 20 seconds here. We're going to crunch to the side, pulling the knee up. Notice I kind of turn out a little bit. All right. Raise those hands up pretty high. Here we go. 20 seconds. I look in the direction that I'm going to. Little breaths each time. Reach up high. You can always do more or less. Little range of motions or big. Give me 10 seconds. Five seconds. And relax. Excellent. Let's just go forward and back with the body, just to kind of relax a little bit. Let your heart rate come down. That's the idea. You bring it up high, and then you just relax. If you have other stretches you want to do during this time, you can do whatever you want to do. But we want to get that heart rate down. That's why sometimes we want to rest longer. Just depends on how hard the exercise was. So give yourself about another 10 seconds. I'll show you what's next, and then we'll get going on it. So the next one, you're going to be doing about 4 count jog. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to jab, jab, which is just straightforward. Think of it as up to the nose too if you want. Jab, jab, and then cross, cross. Just to the side of the head, across the body. So 4 counts. Here we go. I'll do it with you here and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jab, jab, cross, cross. Give yourself a break each time you do the crosses. 3, 4. Jab, jab, cross, cross. Now do it at your own pace. Look where you're punching, that helps too. Little breaths each time. Be a power walk. Whatever you got to do. One more time. There we go. That might work your coordination too, you never know. All right, let's just reach up. Just kind of stretch the belly here. Just reach up. Think about stretching the belly by breathing in deep in the stomach. Just let yourself rest. You can go to one side. Because we did those side crunches, good to stretch the sides, you see. The next one is going to be a sumo squat reach up. And we could use the ball or a balloon or a dumbbell. Balloon would be like this. I'm going to use the dumbbell. All right, one single dumbbell probably. Toes turned out slightly. so that when you go down, your knees are right over your ankles. All right, so then you reach up. It's just a reach up and a squat. Reach up, you can look up toward the ceiling a little. Do it at your own pace, but speed it up now for about 20 to 30 seconds. They're bigger muscles, so we'll go for 20 seconds. It doesn't take much. Use your breathing. Do what you can. Don't hurt your back or anything. Good. 10 seconds. You got this. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and set that down. Good deal. Okay. Let's go and stretch out a little bit. We're just going to pull the fingers down, just kind of stretching out the biceps and the wrists. It's always kind of nice. Spread the fingers. So our next one's going to be called the senior crawl. Let your heart rate go down here. And remember that you could repeat this. You could even repeat it like 2 or 3 times total. We're just going to do the workout once through for today, but you can always repeat this segment and do more. All right, well, let's go here. So the next one is the senior crawl. I'll give you time to rest while I show it. You've done the balloon behind the head maybe before, but what you do is opposite leg. You don't have to do the balloon. You can do it in the chair too, but the idea will be opposite leg reaching up as the other hand is reaching up. Opposite arm and leg. It could just be standing there, working it this way, but imagine you're like crawling on the ground, or you're just doing it vertically. All right. Now the balloon adds a little bit more to it, because then you got to keep your head back. And here we go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. It'll work your abs, your core on the sides, your balance. So watch out. It could be a balance drill. You could think of your arm raising that leg up. Give me 10 more seconds. Couple more. And relax. And just showing you from the side here while you're resting. This is what it would look like from the side here. All right. Good job. We've got one more to go, and then we'll move on to weights, bands, and balls, doing some strengthening. But like I said, you can always repeat this part later, whenever you like. Okay, so we're going to go half jack, squat, squat. Give yourself another 10 seconds because heart rate's still up. Get a drink of water, wipe some sweat off. Whatever you got to do, get a stretch going. Because it should be about you too. You want to get creative, get your mind going. All right, so I'll show you the half jacks and squats. We're just going to do half jack, squat, squat. If you want, you can do half jack, squat, squat. All right, so here we go. I think the heart rate's ready. Let's go ahead and go for about 30 seconds. This is the last one. Half jack, squat, squat. All right, on your own, at your own pace. You might need to slow the squats down, who knows? That's a good way to do it if you're worried about knees. Watch your back too. You don't want to hurt your lower back there. Keep it straight. 10 more seconds. Come on, let's go. Give me one more round. Excellent. All right. Just kind of walk it out a little bit. Let your heart rate come down, shake it all out. Excellent. All right, we're going to do a tiny stretch here while we're standing. One leg back, stretching those calf muscles out. Bend the front leg, straighten the back leg. Just let that heart rate come down a little bit. And other side. Okay, so we're going to grab the band first. Go ahead and get that out. Feel free to get a drink and whatnot. We're going to start with wrapping the legs up like so. And you can get there anytime. We're going to do lots of reps. Feel free to wipe the sweat off, get a drink, whatever you need. But you wrap the legs up, put the band over them, and stretch, go in and out. All right? I'm going to switch to the red band. It's even easier to see. Yeah. So go in and out with the legs. All right. Good. Just rest for a moment. Relax for a second. Then walk your feet out more. Boom. And make it tight again. Legs together, but the feet are out. And we go out. And it makes it a little harder and also works the rear end a little bit more. So you exhale as you go out. Almost there, 2 more. You can see that heart rate going up, getting up the whole time that we did makes it a little harder for some of these exercises too, now that we're doing them. Over the shoulders. One hand through the handle, you want to go through the back side. Then we're going to press straight down. That's working triceps. Notice I go straight down with it. About 5 more. So I just move at the elbow. Back is straight, chest is up. All right, other side. So get through the back of the handle. A lot of times people grab the side like this. It's better to go through the back side. And here we go. We're doing about 15 of these. Make sure you have that posture. Try not to let your head go forward either, too. You want to work that whole body alignment change the whole time, the whole 45 minutes. You've been thinking about the head over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, ears over the shoulders. You might think of it that way. Good, 5 more here. All right, good deal. Let's do a pull down next. So you're here, about maybe about shoulder width, and then pull it down into the chest. About 8 of these, and then we'll change it up. Working your back muscles. Good. Just give yourself a hug. You can keep the hold of the band how you have it. So you're just ready to go again. So 10-second rest. Stretching the back. All right, so this time, let's go out, hold it out, and then you just go forward and back while you hold it. You only do 8 of these, but you hold it where it's at and just go forward and back. You can go out 2 or 3 more. and relax. That'll work more in the middle of the back, the trapezius muscles. Let's go ahead and keep working the back. We're going to go underneath the feet, underneath the middle of the shoe, and then cross the handles so you're having the opposite hands grabbing, and pull it straight back to the hips. Good. Just show you from the side. Your posture, lift the chest. And how about that head? We're not going to let it go forward. Pull it back. Keep it all steady while you're just moving the arms. Give me 3 more. Excellent. All right. Let's go ahead and take that out of there. And we're going to do a bow and arrow now. This is another back exercise, and we'll do a chest one. So bow and arrow, we're going to hold here. This arm's working the shoulders. This side's working the back. So you pull it from here to the other side. Keep the arm bent here. Don't go any further. Little exhales as you pull back. Nice and slow on the return if you want to get more out of it. I tend to go fast. I want to get it over with. Just as you do, right? Maybe that's why you join me in these videos. So, but really, we're trying to go slower all the time, working those muscles. All right, other side. We're not perfect, right? Not everybody. Maybe you're even better than me at this in terms of the speed and everything. Keep working it. Just do what you think is best. Feel it in your body. Let's do about 4 more. How about that head, huh? So you don't follow me. I've been just enjoying this. Do your own thing. Sometimes you just get into it and you go back to your old ways, and that's all right too. As long as you're enjoying it, that's the main thing. Roll the shoulders, and as long as you're not going to hurt yourself, you know. Let's go the other direction. All right. So I think we'll do 1 more with the band. This is definitely a lot of focus. Oh wait, we got to do the chest. Let's go to the chest first, and then we'll do that other one. So a lot of focus on the back today. We'll give it a rest for a second. So choke up. We're going to pinch the band, grab up higher, and press it out. All right. Remember those lunges we were doing earlier where we had the elbows up? Let's do the same thing here. This time we're pressing instead of pulling. If your shoulders are bad though, closer in is going to be safer probably. You can go to that, that's fine. But if you want a different challenge and you can handle it, let's do about 8 more. And keep the body stiff, head stiff, head back. It helps to have it up high. And do 4 more here, kind of last count. And relax. All right, let's put that behind us. We won't worry about any more of those back exercises. I think you had enough today. Let's go ahead and get into the weights. And we'll start with some, we're kind of done with legs too, just so you know. Let's actually just start with some bicep curls and some leaning forward. But yeah, I figured that those Tabata exercises are also really good strengthening on the legs. And so don't have to worry about doing squats and lunges and all that stuff. We already did it. Just some arm work. Nice, easy arm work. So I'll show you from this side. I'm just leaning forward, but keeping my back straight. Scoop. It's good practice for when you go to pick something up. Good. Alternating arm lifts. Start to let them go at the same time. Little slower even, huh? Two more each side. Excellent. And then relax. Let's shrug the shoulders. And this is going to be a nice relaxation here. When you come down, it's only about 5 times we're just going to come up and hold and relax. Good. Move the head side to side even. 3 more of those. Up and hold and relax. 2 more. And exhale when you come down. Inhale, go up. And exhale. Good. Head to the side, ear to shoulder. And other side. Okay, so then go ahead and set your weights on your legs here. We'll take a little break from the upper body and we'll just do these. It's just rehabilitation. We're going to work the knee, the hip muscles coming up and down, keeping your legs stiff the whole time. But the weight can add a little bit to it. Good posture. Three more. All right, let's just switch sides here. Put the weight right above the knee joint there, above the kneecap. Let it rest. Last 2. All right, and we're going to lean forward. Back is nice and straight. Hands to the hips. And tuck your elbows in, pressing straight back. And you're just moving at the elbows. So let's slow it down here. We're doing about 8 to 10, okay? Especially the slow down would be coming down. Push it up, slow on the way down. That works the muscles more. Because gravity lets it come down. So we need to slow it down so the gravity goes against it there. Or go against the gravity. All right, relax. Let's go in and out with the hands, just wrist curls. That's it. Let's do 2 more, out and in, 1 more. All right, good, excellent. Then we got some wheelbarrows here, just like you're picking up a wheelbarrow. Ready to row it. So I'm just pulling it straight up, just like as if you had a handle here and you're pulling it up. You could even bring the hands out if that's more how you end up with your wheelbarrow. But think of pulling up those 2 handles. All right, we can slow it down. So let's rest for a sec. We'll relax and stretch, and then we'll do it nice and slow. And all right, here we go. Up and slow on the way down. We'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So about 12 of it like that there. There we go. Exhale up, inhale down. Just don't let the shoulders come up. Let's do about 5 more. One more. Good deal. Stretch your neck again just in case you got any tension in there. And other side. All right, so let's go ahead and let go of one weight and set that down. And we're going to go ahead and do some triceps. So the elbows up, and you want to be careful here. You don't want to hurt your shoulder when you're doing this. That's why I stabilize with the hand here. So we're just going to push straight up. Exhale up. So that's triceps right here. And do keep the head up. You want to end up like this. Head up and back. About 4 more. All right, let's try the other side. So stabilize that arm. This can be a good stretch for a lot of people too, pushing that arm back. And you're just going to press straight up, keeping it straight up. Exhale up. Let's do 4 to 5 more. Whatever you can do. Last 2. And relax. All right, good. All right, let's get the other weight out. We're going to do that band exercise that I was going to do, but we're doing it with the weights. So it'd be like grabbing the band here in the middle. We're going to go out and in. This time we'll do it with the weights. So this is more back stuff. A lot of back exercises today. But this is really good for posture. And as you do it, make sure your head isn't going back, forward. Head up, back, ear over shoulder. Elbows tucked in at your sides. They don't move, just your arms move. Your lower part of your arms. And make sure your wrist is straight. You don't want it like this. Keep that wrist straight. You want to make sure it's straight on all the stuff that you do. Keep it neutral. All right, and then hold it. And then we got bicep curls from here. Just keep those shoulders held for a moment there. It's going to be your last exercise today. Then we'll get into some stretching. 5 more. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and stretch out. We're just going to set the weights down. And I am going to put the right leg out. We'll start there. Let's get back here so you can see. Toes up, back straight, head over shoulders. Take the chest forward. Okay, and then point and flex the foot. Excellent. Other side. Put the foot out, deep breath in this time. But really think about keeping the back straight, toes up, head back, chest up. And then just let yourself breathe nice and easy. point and flex. And relax, reaching up. Lift the chest. Push out, curve your back. Try to tuck the hips under, that'll curve more. Oh yeah. Just hang out there for a couple breaths. And then reaching back, lift the chest. And then grab onto the side of your chair, stretching the neck out. And other side. Just nice, easy breathing. And then triceps. On your stretches, you just hold them. A lot of times I see people bounce and push. You have these receptors in your body that tighten up if they get extended, if your arm gets extended or your leg gets extended too far. They're called Golgi tendons. Other side. So that's why when you slip and your leg contracts real quick, just because it doesn't want to go too far, we know that would be a bad deal. So we actually have a little protective measure in our body to make sure it doesn't extend our muscles too far. And those can get acted up if you push real hard. You want to do it nice and gentle. Relax the whole muscle. All right, good deal. Let's take a couple deep breaths here. We'll just close up. One more breath. All right, nice job, everybody. Once again, that was a great little Tabata workout. Get your heart rate up.